We're talking about addictions today.
Okay.
Would you say you've had any experiences, or would you say you're addicted to
Most
anything?
definitely.
Lots of different hard drugs.
What were you escaping from?
Everything.
What it really is that like it's suppressing the pain.
Yo, what's up? I'm fucking hey man. Fucking see it on YouTube. I'm on fucking YouTube. Cray cray. John June. Love you, bro.
Thank you, man. Love you too.
We're gonna let it go. Got the sickest flow. Everybody knows. Take it away, cause we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, my bitch shit back to the bone. All you motherfuckers, yeah, you motherfuckers. Have a good night, everyone.
This time we got chairs and everything. It's the spot. Alright. Talking about addictions today.
Okay.
Would you say you're addicted to anything or had experience with addictions?
I've had experience with addictions for sure. I quit vaping, and I've recently been addicted to spending money.
I used to be addicted to weed.
Severely addicted to marijuana.
Freedom.
Freedom? Addicted to freedom.
Nicotine.
Nicotine? The vaping mostly?
Yes.
Nicotine.
Nicotine?
In high school, it was a lot of things like vaping and like doing weed and drinking.
I had a phase where for like a good, I don't know, maybe 6 months, like I enjoyed smoking weed all the time.
Lots of different hard drugs.
Personally, I'm drunk right now, proof of addiction.
Yeah. So you're addicted to alcohol, would you say?
Like probably, and
Probably.
also nicotine.
Probably addicted to drinking.
We're talking about addictions.
No fucking way.
Yeah. You want to talk about addictions, maybe? Okay. Gen Z is addicted. You look around and everyone, including yourself, is addicted to something. Whether that be weed, drugs, alcohol, shopping, social media, nicotine, pornography, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's all an addiction to distraction. All addiction is an escape from pain. But what pain are we distracting ourselves from? Why is Gen Z so addicted? I think alcohol and like nicotine, what does it do for you? How does it
It
make
makes
you
me want to kill myself, but not tonight though. I don't feel suicidal tonight, and that's the point.
like the nicotine and the drinking like maybe gets you away from like those negative thoughts?
That's
negative
exactly it.
emotions? So it gives you like a relief from like that anxiety, those negative emotions.
I have really bad anxiety, and I don't feel anxious right now. I would never do this sober.
Right.
It's like kind of like a escape,
Escape?
but also it just seemed really fun
Yeah.
until it got out of hand.
Right.
It was just like I had bad anxiety, so it was like a coping mechanism, and then it was like a slippery slope.
Right.
It provides me an escape.
I think it's a lot of peer pressure for me. I'm very easily influenced to get into kind of things.
Is it from like a desire to like be a part of something, maybe?
Pretty much to fit in.
I'd say it's a mix of the calming and the feeling good. I had a fight with my mom about something, and it was just once I started hitting my vape, I was like almost calming down. Exactly.
What were you escaping from?
Everything.
Everything.
Most things.
Like stresses in life mostly? Were they more like emotional stresses or like external like financial stresses or
Emotional.
emotional stresses?
Just like
Right. Give you like a sense of calmness, like an escape from the
Exactly,
anxiety.
yeah. Especially with school and like uni, it was a lot. So.
I think like it helped me relieve stress when I didn't know how to relieve stress. And
it was when I was about 17. I was like a month or two in, and my cousin died, and then another person in my life lost them, and then another person lost them a month later, and it was like not always death, but it was like losses in my life where I felt I was very alone, and it got to a point where I was like, you know what, maybe I'll try drinking. I was very unhappy, I was very miserable, I didn't find much joy in life, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll try something, maybe it'll bring me closer to these people like that.
More of a muscle relaxant. Unfortunately, I can't seem without it.
What do you think like keeps you up? What do you think?
My train of thought, I can't stop.
What kind of thoughts and what kind of emotions?
More like little things, like say if something happened at work, or say if like I forgot something at work, right?
And then the marijuana is kind of like it shuts it all off.
But looking back, it's almost like in those periods of my life, it's kind of just numb. Like I don't have many important memories. it's just kind of a blank space for me. So I guess maybe in the time, yeah, it was easy for me to just forget about the problems. But looking back, it would have been better to just accept them, kind of thing.
It's a symptom to a trauma response. What it really is that like it's suppressing the pain, like, you know, and
it's a relief from that pain, right? It's an escape,
내가 하나 둘 셋이라고 할 때 내가 다시 닥쳐 그거 내가 그래 내가
The purpose of all these interviews was to try to find out what people were running away from with their addictions. What was their addictions giving them an escape from? The most common answers that were given were that they gave them an escape from stress, anxiety, and loneliness. Why does Gen Z feel so stressed, anxious, and lonely? Why aren't we able to manage these emotions in a healthier way?
Yes, I'm actually 3 years sober as of...
Awesome.
As of start of the month.
Right. What do you think you were able to deal with those like emotional things a little bit better?
It's still a struggle, even though it's been 3 years, but it's easier.
You've had
It's easier.
Right. Would you have any tips for anybody that's going through the same thing?
At one point, tell your family and your friends.
It helps a lot.
Keeping it a secret makes it really hard to quit.
Right. Feel more shameful about it too.
And it makes
Yeah.
you feel like you can't talk to anyone.
Yeah. How did it feel when you first like let it out and like told people about it?
Oh, well, like it was kind of an accident. I accidentally told people, but it felt really good. Like, for example, I just told Leah a few months ago. She's my best friend.
She's your best friend?
And it made me feel really good to share that part of me. Yeah.
It was like liberating in a way.
It was.
If someone had trauma and like they're addicted as a result of that, to try to resolve that pain, how do you think that person might be able to develop a better relationship with that trauma?
it's hard to recognize when you're not aware of it. But I knew that like it wasn't just the substance. There's something deeper than that, right? And so when I started to like, you know, talk to counselors, like, you know, even at the support places here, but in treatment for myself was an eye-opening experience, and group therapy was an absolute eye-opening experience for me to be able to talk about the things and to write things down and to write, let's just say, a mother letter, a father letter, a letter to your inner child.
What kind of forms of healthy ways did you find to with stress?
I think either spending time with other people is good. It's healthy.
Social supports, nonetheless, they help you get out of addiction.
100%. Anybody who shits on social supports, I don't understand where you're coming from.
Like a lot of trauma comes from your parents because your parents are traumatic and from their own past, and so it's an intergenerational thing, right? And so,
do you think realizing that helped you? Maybe like realizing that it was like a trauma response that's been passed down from your parents. Do you think like that kind of like consciousness, did that help you in your recovery journey?
oh my goodness, did it ever? It was.
So how were you able to get out of that addiction?
I think it was just the people that I surrounded myself with, honestly. Like, I was a friend with a lot of stoners, and it's just like, it's so hard to quit when you're constantly surrounded with it.
And did that environment change? Did you change your environment now? Is that how you're able to get out of it?
Yeah, I broke up with my ex, and I stopped hanging out with all his friends, and that was definitely...
Was he a skater?
No, he was a car guy.
Oh, he was a car
it's
guy.
even worse.
Okay.
Communicate to like your friends, like let them know, maybe just like how you're feeling, like it's just like, you know,
So social supports help a lot.
yeah, and that's like kind of what keeps like the, you know, it's like not one person is the village, right? And that takes it to a better place of like, you know, sobriety.
So building that community is really important.
Oh yeah, that is like the foundation.
Or what do you think made you like be able to get off that crutch?
I think it was hopelessness. I found no point in it anymore.
But I've also had addictions with harder drugs, but luckily I overcame them and moved away from them.
Do you think that change in the environment is what really helped you get out of that addiction?
Yes.
It was a tremendous like aha moment. When I wrote a letter to my mom about the things that, you know, let's just say you go through and like life like that, and things that happen with you know, you and your parents and you and like maybe certain friends or even yourself, you know, why you're feeling certain ways. And when you start writing about those like things and you start opening those like those cans again, and that's when you start to heal, you know. So like growth only comes from a little bit of pain too, right? And so
I also made this thing. It's supposed to like help people like open that can of worms for people.
That is
Yeah,
sick.
it's called the soul mirror. So maybe people can like look into themselves.
No way.
Yeah,
What did I lock myself into?
There's a hat as well.
Why are you doing the interviews?
So this is our brand. It's called Fiends. So we have it's friends with the R X'd out to spell fiends. So the idea is like I feel like a lot of our generation, like Gen Z, like all of us are kind of really disconnected, but we're also addicted at the same time. And I feel like there's a correlation. Like maybe there's like a lack of so we feel like the rising amount of addiction is due to like a lack of community, people feeling lonely, like that disconnection, that isolation. So the idea is like if we have like a community of real friends, maybe people will feel and like that really like love each other. People really love each other and really help each other.
Yeah.
Maybe people will feel less lonely and less inclined to go to their addictions to distract themselves from it. That's the whole message.
Man.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Glad somebody's doing it, you know?
No, man.
It's good to see, right?
Yeah. And this is our soul mirror, so this is supposed to help you. Thank you guys. You guys can have matching hats. Oh my god. Yeah.
Black.
Black?
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
No, thank you. Is it?
Are you guys a couple? Are you guys a couple?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you guys a matching hat.
Oh, thank you. Okay, and what was your name?
My name is Manuel.
Nice to meet you. Okay.
Nice to meet you. The point of it, it's called the soul mirror. So it helps you like face yourself a little bit.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. What's your name again? Shay, was it? Shay? Oh, sorry. There you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was lovely talking to you.
If you're addicted, finding out why you're addicted, what your addiction does for you, and what you're running away from is the key to freedom. I have a free questionnaire that will help you get started. The link is in our description. You can also purchase our soul mirror, our merch, online addiction course, and coaching calls all on our website. Become a friend in this world of fiends.